day of spring ball. No, I'm sorry. No day of training camp. Really excited about today. The guys doing a really good job going our second week. First of all, I want to just say good luck to two of our guys, Storm Duck and Jarvis Brown. They got preseason games tomorrow, so really excited about those guys. But the guys working hard. It's competitive. Fall camp. It's hot. Good spirited practice. That's the way fall camp should look. So with that being said, I'll toss some questions.
Steve, it seems like the competition is increased in the secondary. Can you just kind of talk about what it's like to actually, last year you had some guys that you had to kind of keep out there, and now it looks like you can rotate.
Yeah, it's always good when you have iron sharp iron, and that's what we talk about with our guys. It doesn't matter who's out there, the job got to get done. And those guys have done an unbelievable job with some of training, getting their bodies in the condition. Because this time during training camp now, your condition is put into precedent. Like right now, you have to be conditioned, you got to be able to play. And we having hot, drawn out practice. The offense giving us a lot of questions. We got to have answers, so it's been good. So a lot of guys get a chance to get reps, they get a chance to get better. I think the competition has really been good for us.
Steve, Quincy is a guy who probably could have went to the league if he really wanted to. He chose to come back. How has he improved since maybe last year, or what has his maybe area of focus been this year?
I think the biggest thing about Quincy right now is just development. Every time you get an opportunity to come back and develop, that's the key. You're either growing or you're being stale. And this business of football, man, it's really pretty simple. Either you get better or you're not getting better. Like, there's no in between. And I think he's a guy that took full advantage of the opportunity. With the strength staff, the medical staff, for him, his IQ in football, understanding splits, formations, just receiving tendencies, the quarterback, all that stuff, him really took it to another level. And that's what you're happy to see. You can sit back now and say, man, his leadership, the way he interact with the guys, he really blossomed into a really good young man.
Steve, building off of that, back in spring, Quincy said that he wanted to work on becoming more physical, kind of sort of modeling himself after Jarvis's game. What have you seen through the first goings of fall camp? Have you seen him be a lot more physical than he has been in the past?
I have. Just him getting off blocks, throwing in the football, knocking guys back. And again, the bigger you are, the stronger you are, the more confidence you have to do anything. You take a Honda car and you take a Hummer. That Hummer's just you feel more comfortable driving. It's the same scenario. He's bigger, stronger, faster, so obviously you gain more confidence just because you got more arm to have.
How important is that leadership from Quincy to the younger guys really coming up into the league?
I think it's tremendous. There's a couple type of leaderships. We already talking about being a servant leader. Just, hey man, be willing to serve. All the young guys, from as simple as showing guys where the Pepsi Club at to eat, showing guys where the weight room at, showing guys, hey, we got meetings at 8, come back here at 7 to get your body rehab, to get your body ready for the workday. Just that servant leadership that I'm gonna serve first. That's the most important leadership we want to do. How can we serve the room?
Steve, how have you and Quincy's relationship, how has that grown over the past year? He was very complimentary of you and referenced you as a big reason he wanted to come back, was to get coached more by you.
That's a good question. I think when you first start coaching, when you're in your 20s to 35 years old, it's all about, how can I get the Power 5? How many guys can I put in National Football League? I think it's individually just all about what can I do is me. When you get to that 35 plus, man, you sit back, you realize this game is more about how can I help these young men be the best they can possibly be. So my job with Quincy is how can I help you achieve all the goals that you want to achieve? The graduation, the masters, to being the best football player you can possibly be. How can you be the best son? So I think we get to that 35 plus age, your deal is saying, how can I help this young man be the best he can possibly be in all areas of his game? And again, it goes back to that servant leadership. How can I serve? How can I serve to be the best coach Quincy ever had? How can I serve to be the best assistant for Coach English and Coach Hayden? How can I serve to be the best assistant that Coach Braun ever had? How can I serve to be the best coach that Corbett Thornton, Quincy Riley, whoever those guys are, ever had?
If Quincy checks off every developmental box you have for him this year, what is his ceiling? All-American, all these, where do you see it?
I think it's a book that's unwritten, but I'm ready to read it. I think it's gonna be a good deal because he check off all the boxes. He's a good dude, no character guy, great. Just a great young man, and he's a great teammate. That's the biggest thing. And now I think he get a chance to sit back and actually see Jarvis, especially now this time in social media. got a chance to talk to him. He did a Zoom with us this week, so he gave us his experiences of being in National Football League. Talking to Storm, he gave us his experiences because last year those guys was right here in this seat on that practice field, getting ready to go for the scrimmage this Saturday at LN Stadium. So it's a story untold, but I'm very happy to read it once it's told.
Steve, what opposite of Quincy, what's the competition like? And then you mentioned Corey, and he looked like he's really kind of turned the corner since spring as well.
No, but all those guys, man, I think Coach Trent, Pete, and Coach Holt did an unbelievable job of bringing in those guys. Corey's been unbelievable. Just the work ethic. You know, he's from a really good high school, from the legendary coach, and Coach Harris and Booker T. He does an unbelievable job of getting those guys ready for college. Taz Nicholson, unbelievable player. Quick twitch, reminds you of Jarvis, got that competitive edge, good spirit. He never had a bad day in his life. Then you bring in Tate Holloway, a guy that's athletic, real spongy, guy who really does a good job of absorbing knowledge. Had a really true football lover. All those guys been very fun to work with. And one thing about those guys that like football, it's easy to come to practice now. Those guys text you, they call you, they're really football lovers. So once you have that, man, it's easy to come to practice. It's an easy way to help those guys succeed.
Quincy talked about the depth of that spot during the ACC kickoff. You know, saying he feels comfortable if he has to go out and guys step in. How have you seen that competition so they can feel comfortable being, you know, the one-to-ones are coming out, the twos go in, you don't see much of a drop?
I think the big thing talking about our room is, you know, we don't want to be no weak link. We want to be the strongest link. No weak links, man. No matter who's out there, there's no weak links. Whether you're a freshman, a sophomore, senior, it really doesn't matter. There's no weak links. And who's on the field, our job is to get the job done and to make sure we play the best ability that we possibly can. But the thing we just preach on, no weak links, man. We don't want to be the weakest link. And we kind of take that person that we want to be the strongest link. And that's also just got to continue to work, continue to improve. It doesn't matter who's out there.
A lot of players have talked about, you know, learning the system in year two, but for you, what has that been like in coming here and with the coaching staff and just kind of figuring everybody out?
Oh, it's been tremendous. It's just like going from algebra last year to now we're in calculus. You just fast forward. You know, we just on a whole nother level of really getting the high level IQ. So it started off in first grade, we started off in fifth grade, and we rolling. And that's the good thing about our defensive staff. All the guys been back for their second year around. You know, we got a heavy install. The players did an unbelievable job of asking us questions, taking tests, texting us, doing a good job of just trying to improve their IQ. And as far as coaches, real chance now, got a second year of the system, I'm so much more ahead. I can get to a higher level of learning and still going from point A to point B. Now we on H and J. We rolling. It's still an install, and those guys will take heed of it.
Steve, you've put a couple guys in the NFL in the past, not even necessarily from Louisville. When you see pro prospects like that, is that something you notice early in a guy just from a sheer talent level, or do they grow into, okay, that guy is an NFL player?
It don't take long. When you walk out there, you should know who the number is. If he don't say, okay, there he is, something wrong. I got a 9-year-old girl. She knows just a little about football. But if she come to practice, she'll know that's an elite guy. So if you're a real dude, be a real dude. Like, it ain't rocket science. Because so many, only so limited guys play pro ball. Jarvis, real dude. It don't take long. About 2 or 3 practice with the Titans, the DB coach, some of their coach calls there, he a real dude. It don't take long. Tonight, I think that the Panthers play tonight. You get a chance to see Plum play quarterback. Hopefully, when the game come on tomorrow, those guys say, man, Plum a real dude. But it don't take long. It don't take long. Ray Charles should be able to see it. Like, if you're a real one, Ray Charles should be able to see it.
You guys were impressed with Aaron Williams and how he looked in his first healthy spring ball up earlier this year. How has he looked through the early goings of fall camp?
I think Sean Reno did an unbelievable job with him. You know, I had an ACL. Aaron had too. But you never saw him not smiling. That's when you knew he had that spirit in him that it can't be beat. If you watch it now, you'll never know he was injured. So the sky's the limit for him. He's tough. He's going to be a freshman. He competes. He has a competitive appetite. He wants to challenge anybody. And he's going to be a young man that's really going to leave his mark on the University of Louisville.
You guys good?
Y'all good?